What's going on guys, Joby here, and today we're talking about the best gun in Call of Duty Ghosts multiplayer. So as normally, all the weapons are pretty balanced out apart from one gun that stands out from all the rest. So to start with, it's an assault rifle, of course, because Call of Duty Ghosts is an assault rifle dominant game. Why? Because number one, most of the maps are a little bit bigger than what we're used to in Black Ops 2. They're a bit like the maps in Modern Warfare 3, but without the long lines of sight, so you can be taking out enemies at mid to long range, as there aren't too many super long lines of sight for snipers to take a huge advantage in the game. Now it's also an assault rifle dominant game because of the mid lines of sights on the objectives, because you're always going to be going for the objectives either to win or to rank up quickly. So when you do go for the objectives, oftentimes you're going to be at mid-range from the enemy, because those objectives, both teams are going to be running to them, so most of the time you'll find yourself at medium to close range, where an assault rifle definitely have the advantage. But if you're an SMG type of guy, then I'll definitely recommend the Vector or the Viper, because those are probably my two favourite SMGs, but I definitely think you will have better luck if you use a weapon that I'm going to recommend. So the best weapon in Call of Duty Ghost at the moment, based off of stats and my personal preference, is the Honey Badger. So now let's bring up the stats and start with the unlock level on which you can use the gun on. It's level 1. That's right, and it's because as soon as you go into multiplayer, there isn't a certain level you have to be to unlock the creator class system. Instead, go into creator soldier and the default one, and then you have 5 different classes you can choose from. Now from there, you cannot go back and choose another one, so choose the covert op for the Honey Badger class, and I think you'll go on a tear with it. Next, the rate that it fires at is 750, which is normal for an assault rifle. So now let's go and take a look at the reload speed, and it's around about 2 seconds, which once again is average for an assault rifle. Now as for the recoil, it's pretty good because all the guns seem to have a lot more recoil than what we used to in Black Ops 2. So if recoil is a problem, then this gun might be for you, as it has more of a centered recoil pattern. Now the clip size can hold 30 rounds in a base magazine and 45 with extended mags, which once again is pretty good but nothing too crazy. Now the last stat is the range or shots to kill. So the Honey Badger can typically kill in between 3 to 5 bullets depending on what range you're at, but for the most part it'll take about 3 to 4 bullets to kill your enemy, because you're not going to be shooting at super long distances with this gun. Now after all the stats, you can already tell it's a pretty beast gun, but the thing that separates this gun from all the others is that it has an integrated silencer on it, so you can have a total of 3 attachments on it, like what we used to in Black Ops 2. Now also, if you're wondering why having an integrated silencer is a big deal, is because this gun is made to have a silencer on it. Now what I mean by this is that if you have a gun and put a silencer on it, it drops the range and damage, but with the Honey Badger it doesn't happen, which means that you're going to be dealing the same amount of damage than if you were using an assault rifle without a silencer on. So technically the Honey Badger is the most powerful assault rifle with a silencer on. Now as for the attachments, there's a bunch that I'd recommend, but for the first one I like to use extended mags just so I can get the multiple kills without needing to reload, but I would also recommend the foregrip attachment or an optical attachment, as I know this gun doesn't have the best iron sights. Now this video was all about the best gun in Call of Duty Ghosts, so if you guys have enjoyed the video today, then please take a second to click that like button down below if you guys want to see more tips and tricks from me, as it tells me that you guys are enjoying these types of videos. Also remember to subscribe if you haven't already for the best Call of Duty tips and tricks on YouTube. But anyway guys, my name is Joby, and I'm out. Peace.